Hello friends, welcome to Doubt Forum. This question is in the circuit shown below, the switch S is connected to position P for a long time so that the charge on the capacitor becomes Q1 microcoulomb. Now this switch is being switched to position Q and after a long time the charge on the same capacitor is Q2 microcoulomb. And here we are asked to find the magnitude of charge Q1 as well as charge Q2. So this is the given circuit. In this circuit, there is a switch S. Earlier, the switch is being connected to position P for a long time. And in this condition, the charge stored in this 1 microfarad capacitor is Q1 microcoulomb. And now this switch is being switched to position Q. And after a long time, when the switch is connected with this point Q, the charge stored in this 1 microfarad capacitor is Q2 microcoulomb. And we have to find the magnitude of charge Q1 as well as charge Q2. As we can see that there is a capacitor connected in this circuit. So before I solve this question, I would like to explain a little bit about the behavior of capacitor as well as inductor when the switching is being done. So let's say this is a capacitor and this is an inductor. A capacitor as well as inductor both have two different stages. The first stage we name it as the transient state and the second state we name it as the steady state. During the transient state, a capacitor would always behave like an closed circuit, or we can say short circuit. But on the other hand, during the transient state, an inductor would behave like an open circuit. And this transient state is nothing but the instant when the switching takes place. So whenever switching takes place, the behavior of inductor in that circuit would be as of open circuit, while the behavior of a capacitor would be as of closed circuit or short circuit. Once the switching is been done and after a long time, the inductor as well as the capacitor would achieve the steady state, and during a steady state, a capacitor would behave like an open circuit. And similarly, the inductor would behave like a short circuit in the steady state form. So we have to find out whether we have to replace a capacitor as well as inductor by its steady state or transient state behavior. So here in the question it has been mentioned that the switch is being connected to point P for a long time. This long time means that the capacitor or the inductor connected in that circuit would have achieved its steady state. So this is the one concept. The second concept is, let's say this is a resistor. The magnitude of resistance is R. And if a current I is flowing like this, so this I would be flowing from higher potential towards the lower potential. It means the potential of this point VA would be higher than the potential of this point VB. That's why the current is flowing in this direction, because the current always flows from higher potential to lower potential. And if you want to find out the magnitude of this current I, its value would be potential difference, that is higher potential minus lower potential divided by the value of resistance. So this is the magnitude of current. The third concept which we will be using here is the basic formula of capacitance. The basic formula of capacitance C is nothing but Q upon V. Because we have to find out the charge stored in the capacitor, so from this formula, the value of charge Q would be C into V. And in the question, the value of C is given to us and its value is 1 microfarad. The only thing which we have to find out is the voltage across this capacitor. And once we will be able to find the voltage, we can easily find the charge stored in this capacitor, simply multiplying the voltage with the capacitance. Now coming to the question, as mentioned in the question, the switch S is being positioned to point P for a long time. This long time means that the capacitor which is connected here would have achieved its steady state. So what we will be doing here, we will be making it case 1. And this case is when the switch S is connected with point P for a long time. Long time means this capacitor would have achieved its steady state. Now we will be making this circuit again. So in this circuit there is a voltage supply. This is the point P, this is our switch S, then 1 ohm resistor, another 2 ohm resistor, and a voltage supply of 2 volt. And here this switch S is in position P for a long time. So this capacitor which was connected here would have achieved its steady state, and in its steady state a capacitor always behave like an open circuit. So we will be marking here as the open circuit. So this is the behavior of capacitor. Now I am just marking the magnitudes. So this is 1 volt, this is 2 volt, this is 2 ohm, this is 1 ohm. And let's assume that the voltage of this point is VA. And that's the value we are interested to find in. Because once we will be able to find the voltage VA by simply multiplying this VA by 1 microfarad, we will be able to find the charge Q1. So let's find out voltage VA. As we can see that a current would flow in this circuit, closed circuit, and let's assume that the direction would be like this, because this is a 2 volt power supply, this is 1 volt power supply, and this would be current I. And the magnitude of this current I would be the voltage difference, and the difference in voltage is 2 minus 1, 2 volt minus 1 volt, because the polarity, the positive plate is connected with the positive plate, so we have to take the difference of both the batteries divided by total resistance. The total resistance is 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 ohm. So the value would be 2 minus 1 is 1 divided by 3 ampere. So this is the magnitude of current flowing in this circuit. As we can see that a current through this 2 ohm resistor would be like this, and the magnitude is 1 by 3 ampere. As we can see that the current is flowing from this point to this point. So this would be at higher potential and this would be at lower potential. And the magnitude is 1 by 3 ampere. So from here what we can do, we can easily find the value of this VA. If we simply take the difference of this point and this point divided by this 2 ohm, it will be equal to 1 by 3. And the magnitude of voltage of this point is 2 volt, because these points are nothing but the positive plate of the battery, and its potential is 2 volt. So this 2 volt minus VA divided by 2 ohm would be 1 by 3 ampere. So what we can do here is, the magnitude of current is 1 by 3, and this would be nothing but 2 volt minus VA divided by the resistance, and its value is 2 ohm. So from here the value of VA would come out to be 2 minus 2 by 3, and the value of VA would be 6 minus 2 divided by 3, or its value would be 4 by 3 volt. So this is the value of voltage VA. So for charge Q1 the voltage is 4 by 3 volt. And if we want to find the magnitude of this charge Q, what we can do, we can simply use the formula of charge Q is nothing but the capacitance into voltage. The capacitance is 1 microfarad into the voltage is, we have just calculated it here as 4 by 3. The charge is stored in the capacitor when the switch S is position P for a long time would be 4 by 3 microcoulomb. So this would be our first answer. Now coming to the case second, when this switch S is connected to this point Q for a long time. So for that, let me draw another diagram here. So this is a battery and there is a direct loop, and this is point Q, and this is switch S. This is 1 ohm resistor, this is 2 ohm, a 2 volt battery, and there is a capacitor. Let me mark the magnitudes. It's 2 volt, it's 1 volt, it's 1 ohm, this is 2 ohm, and this is the switching. The switch S is connected to point Q. So we are assuming it to be case 2. So this is the circuit for case 2. And again, what we have to do, we have to find the voltage of this point. And let's assume again the voltage is VA. As we can see that there is a closed circuit. So whenever there is a closed circuit, a current I would flow, and the magnitude of this current I would be V upon R. V is 2 volt, because now this 1 volt battery would not come into picture because the switch has been connected to point Q instead of earlier it was connected with the point P. So now it has been connected with the point Q. So this battery would not play any role here. So the voltage would be 2 volt divided by total resistance, that is 2 plus 1, 3 ohm. And the value of I would come out to be 2 by 3 ampere. So this is the current flowing. Again, what we will be doing, we will be marking like this. The current is 2 by 3 ampere flowing from this point to this point. And the potential of this point is 2 volt. And the potential of this point is VA. So simply what we can do, we can make this 2 by 3 as 2 minus VA, 2 volt minus VA divided by 2 ohm. So from here, if we just find the value of VA, its value would come out to be 2 minus 4 by 3. And its value would be 6 minus 4 divided by 3. So the VA would come out to be 2 by 3 volt. So when the value of VA is known to us, we can easily find out the charge stored in the capacitor for case 2. And the formula of charge is nothing but C into V. The value of C is 1 microfarad. And the value of voltage we have just calculated here as 2 by 3 volt. So the charge stored for the second case would be 2 by 3 microcoulomb. And this charge is nothing but Q2. Earlier what we have calculated here is this charge is Q1. So these two are our answer. So thank you for watching. If you still have any doubt, please let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel Doubt Forum. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.